My name is Matt Keneally and I am the subject leader and the teacher responsible for A-level politics at Newman. A-level politics is really split into 2 year groups. So in year 12 we look at the British sort of side of politics. We look at UK political issues, which is debates to do with elections, debates to do with political suffrage, how well rights are protected. We also will study past elections and look at why have results worked out. So we look in particular at the 1979 election where Margaret Thatcher won, the 1997 election where Labour won a landslide, and then the 2010 election where there was a hung parliament and we got a coalition, and we look at the factors behind those and what affected voting behaviour. We also study political ideology, so we look at liberalism, socialism, conservatism, and that involves quite a lot of quite sort of theological at times and philosophical so it definitely links in a little bit with philosophy and ethics and sociology as well. In year 13 we do the global politics module, so we sort of zoom out from British politics and we're looking at sort of the politics of the world. So we're looking at the role of different great powers and international organisations and things like climate change and human rights and war and conflict.
So you do look at certain situations, and rather than thinking it in like a binary way, you start to explore different aspects. So you think, you know, what if I considered it from this point of view, or if I consider like a conservative point of view, or socialist or liberal. You start to, your mind kind of opens up and you start to see things differently. And I think it kind of helps you appreciate sometimes the decisions politicians make, as well as like decisions historians or people noted in history have made in the past.
The majority of our students in politics do go on to university with a wide range of interests. So some of them, I think it feeds very directly into law, it feeds very directly into journalism, it feeds very directly into economics, so they're looking at politics as a feeder subject into those subjects. Quite a lot of our students do go on to study politics or PPE at university as well. Many of our students study international relations, and then sort of moving on from that, we look at people having careers in, you know, we've got some of them have moved into working in the civil service. Obviously, some of them have ended up working in journalism and education as well. So it's quite it's obviously an academic subject. It's got a lot of relevance for sort of the world around us, and anything certainly working in sort of finance or working in I've said journalism already, but it also, I think it's a very broad academic subject that sort of leads into a lot of graduate programs later on down the line and things like that as well. Politics works really well, in particular with history. There's a very sort of not always a clear dividing line between when something is history and becomes more modern day politics. They obviously fuse together. It works very well with economics because a lot of political debate is around spending money and taxation. Obviously some of the the content focused on political ideologies links in certainly with philosophy and ethics and sociology. It's an essay-based subject, so there's quite a lot of reading, and obviously, you know, those essay skills, a lot of our students take English literature as well because they complement each other. But I think the biggest thing is an interest in politics and are willing to watch the news and read about current affairs and get involved.
I think the teachers know a lot around the subject. They're always happy to discuss and debate in the classroom. There's a lot of debate as well, which I think in politics is definitely very good. It opens your eyes and kind of increases your ability to pick up information as well as kind of process it. There's a lot of debate. It's a lot of, I think everyone in the classroom's level-headed, so you never get, you know, someone who is blatantly, you know, like against a certain idea. You know, everyone's open to new ideas. Everyone looks to improve their own knowledge as well as like build upon other people as well. And everyone cooperates nicely. There's a lot of discussion on topics. I think, yeah, classroom's a really good atmosphere for learning as well.